Namaste. Welcome to your practice. My name is Janine. Today we're going to be doing a gentle yoga practice, almost like a warm-up for your day. You can do this practice anytime during the day, before or after work, when you wake up, or even just an hour or two before you go to bed. This practice is designed to help release some of the tension that accumulates around the joints and the tissues around the joints. If you have fibromyalgia, lower back issues, or just overall tension in the body, or maybe if you just did a workout and your body needs a little bit of a resting moment, this is a practice for you. If you are dealing with some kind of physical chronic pain, please make sure that you do these practices at your own pace. Not all of the exercises might be for you. So please adapt them as you need. Take your time, slow things down, and feel free to press pause at any time. Most of the practice will be done standing up. You can also do it sitting down if that is more comfortable for you. However, if you suffer from back pain, I would just like to mention that back pain is often increased when we are sitting down for long hours. When we sit down, compared to when we're standing up, there's about 40% more pressure put onto the lower back. So even though standing up can be a little tiring for the legs, it's also good to help create stability in the spine and endurance in the muscles of the legs. But of course, if you're fatigued or overtired, please feel free to sit down and modify the postures as needed. Let's begin. Come onto all fours. Place something under your knees like a pillow that's not too high or a folded blanket. Take your hands in front and make sure that your wrists are parallel to the front of your mat or the front of your carpet if you're on a carpet. Or you can equally work with your fists on the floor if your wrists feel a bit sensitive today. And then from here, inhale and just lengthen your spine and keep breathing and relax your spine and your back like a hanging bridge. So the spine becomes like a hanging bridge. The sitting bones are wide. You'll feel like you're sticking your butt out a little bit or a lot. And if there's any tension in the back at any level, work around it. So don't go into the pain. Some discomfort might be there, but again, listen to your own body and work at a level that feels right for you. Now, press the floor away from you and start to widen your shoulder blades and lift the hanging bridge up towards the ceiling, rounding the back and relaxing the head, chin to chest. And then release the hanging bridge slowly, letting the pelvis turn, sitting bones up, chin up. Press the floor away from you again, repeating, lifting the hanging bridge. The tailbone points down, the head releases. And then again, releasing the spine, the hanging bridge hangs once again with the sitting bones up and the chin up. One more time, lifting the hanging bridge, breathing comfortably, breathing deeply, and then letting the hanging bridge hang slowly, looking forward. Good. And then just press back into a bit of a child's pose. If your knees are sensitive, don't go so far back. You can bring your elbows down or just stay on all fours. And then see if you can stretch through the back. Bring your head towards the floor. If the floor is close, then you can just rest your head on the floor. But make sure you're not overstretching the neck. Take a few breaths and then come back up and come up to standing. Come up to standing very slowly so that there's not too much dizziness. And if there's dizziness, take your time to just hold steady. Maybe place yourself with your hand on a wall or on a chair to help you stabilize. From here, bring your hands right to your shoulders, so your thumbs, the tips of your thumbs are close to the shoulders or touching the shoulders. Elongate the spine as if your spine was being pulled up through the crown of your head, the tailbone reaching down. Imagine that your body is like a body of ocean, an ocean of water, and that the spine, like seaweed, is just floating in that water, lengthening all the way up through the crown of the head as the tailbone roots down. From here, inhale, lift your elbows up, and exhale, bring the elbows down. If you have tightness in the shoulders, keep your elbows a little bit more in the front of the body. Inhale up, exhale down. Again. Last time. Deep breath and really exhale it all the way out, all the tension out, and release your arms. Now bring your chin to your chest. Keep elongating the spine. And then lift your chin up. Bring one ear to its shoulder. And then the other ear to the shoulder. And then we're going to connect those 3 dots. So chin to the chest, and then roll to one shoulder. And then go chin to the chest, and roll to the other shoulder. So just half circles. Another 2 times. And last time each side. Rolling to one side, and rolling to the other side. And come back up to center. Elongate the spine. Knees are soft. And roll the shoulders back. Roll the shoulders back. And then roll one shoulder back and turn the chest to that side. And then roll the other shoulder back and turn your chest to the other side. So turning the torso, letting the hips turn. Watching out for the knees. Just turn comfortably. So don't go too deep. Respect your body. Follow your breath. Do your best. And then give yourself a hug. Wrap your arms around you. And then with your elbows, just draw circles as if you're drawing circles on the wall in front of you. And just get a little bit of an upper back massage between the shoulder blades. Other direction, around the shoulder blades. And then whatever arm is underneath, bring that one on top and then circle. Again, you can slow it down and really feel what you're doing. Right? Sometimes the body's so sensitive that we have to slow things down and just feel it. Or maybe we just want to have a more meditative practice. Go the other direction. Oh, that feels good. And release. When we're doing work on the shoulders, sometimes, tension accumulates in the shoulders. So remember, use your exhale to release. Anytime we're moving the body, we are generating tension, right? And then you say, well, isn't yoga supposed to release tension? Yes, but it is a practice of releasing tension. So we generate, as we're moving, we're generating tension, and then we're practicing using our breath to release the tension. So that is your responsibility to, as you start to feel like things start to accumulate, then the practice is to know, okay, exhale, release tension. And then notice how good you are at releasing tension and how that capacity grows and is cultivated the more you practice. And then at times you might have to pause and just stop and take a break. And that's also part of the practice, to know when to stop and when to release the movement. So now hands to your hips, take your feet wider and circle the hips. And circle the other way. You can also take note of all of these exercises and practice them daily. Practice them throughout the day. And then just move side to side, so hips to the right and to the left. And you can start to incorporate the knees as if you're doing some like downhill skiing. Kind of weird downhill skiing, but let's just call it that for now. Good. And then bring your feet closer together. If you can have your feet together, have your feet together. But what's important is the legs come together. And then bend your knees. Bring your hands to your knees or keep them up on your hips and start to do little circles. So going with this, circling the knees around. And you'll notice that the ankles are rotating here. Circle the other direction. Again, exhaling. Releasing tension. And then just bending and straightening the knees. Again, you don't have to don't bend them excessively. We want to don't put pressure in the front of the knees. Put pressure more in the back of your legs. Good. And then come back up. Now, take your feet a little wider. And we're going to work with the left foot. So you're going to roll onto the outside edge of your foot. Now, I want you to keep a strong foot. So don't be loosey-goosey in your feet. Keep your foot strong and lift the inside edge of your foot. And then you go the other way, lower the inside edge and lift the outside edge of your foot. Inside edge lifts, roll it down, outside edge lifts. Inside and outside. So we're just stretching the ankle. You might feel a little bit of a stretch through the outer leg, maybe even a little bit of a burning sensation. Go slowly. The burning sensation is often the tissues kind of waking up. But again, only do a few of them and then release. And then second side. So lift the inside edge. So here I'm rolling to the outside edge and then roll to the inside edge. Keep going, lifting the inside, lifting the outside. And here you'll notice that while I'm working with one foot, the other foot is kind of in a balance pose. Right? So the standing leg, the leg that is just steady, is holding most of my weight. And then release. Now, lift your toes. So both feet on the floor. Turn your feet parallel. So your thighs turn in and your toes point straight ahead. And then lift your toes and lower your toes. Just do that a few times. Lift them up, lower. Now with your left foot, lift your toes and then peel your foot off the floor. Keep your heel on the floor. And then bring it back down. Peel your toes, lift your foot, and back down. And then the other way, the other side, lift your toes, peel your foot off the floor. You'll feel a stretch through the back of your leg. Make sure your knees are soft. So you're not locking your knees. Good. Now, with the arms in front of you, place your arms in front of you as if you're holding a tray, the elbows by your side. And then bring your fingers together to touch your thumbs. And then bend your elbows so that your fingers, the fingertips, point towards you. And then open them up again. Open your hands, palms of the hands facing forward. Close your fingers, point the fingers towards you. So you bend your wrists. And then unfold the wrists and open the palms. Make sure the palms face the front of the room as much as possible. Fingers together, bend the wrists. Straighten your wrists, start to flex the wrists in the other direction, and then open the palms and open the fingers. Do that a few times. Breathing. And then release, shake it out. Good. And then we'll just finish with this last exercise, kind of completing it full circle. So we'll bring our hands back to the shoulders, elbows in the front. This time, so we had the elbows out, so then we scoop the elbows forward, and then now you're gonna imagine like you're taking off a hat. So you take off a hat, and you try to straighten your arms, your elbows as much as possible, and you're trying to bring that hat right over top of your head. Okay, some of you will be out here depending on your shoulder flexibility, and then you bring that hat back onto your head, and you open the elbows. So hands stay to the shoulders. Bring the elbows in, take off that hat, reach it as close as possible to the top, right at the ceiling, right at the top of you. Bring the hat back down and open the elbows. And again, breathing, stretch. Benefit from the full body stretch, stretch your whole body, and then bring your head down, open it up one more time. Reach. Again, you might be here reaching, that's fine. Work your way over your head and then release. And then we complete the practice with Shavasana to relax the body completely and just take all the pressure off the back. So you're gonna lie down with a pillow or a rolled up blanket underneath your knees. Or you can also just lie down with your feet on the floor and your knees bent. And open the arms just slightly out to the sides, not too far out, and relax the body. And just take 2 more of these exhales through the mouth. So inhale. Feel the release of tension from your whole body. Relax your whole body. And really complete your relaxation here. Feel the release of tension. And as the body releases and you start to feel the sense of well-being flooding the body, just maintain your awareness on the gentle movement of your inhale and of your exhale. Keep your eyes closed if you can. And I'll leave you now to complete your relaxation. I hope this practice was of benefit to you. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to write them in the comments section below. And remember to subscribe to my channel and press the little notification bell so that you'll receive a notice when I put out more videos. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a great day. Breathe and be well. Namaste.